Millions of years ago, the world looked very different from how it looks today. There were all sorts of things that aren't around anymore, like dinosaurs, some types of plants, and some types of bugs. Scientists use fossils to get a picture of what the past looked like and what different species walked the earth. The first fossil we will look at is an organism preserved in amber. A prehistoric insect would fly to a tree branch. If it landed on an area that had a lot of sap, it would get stuck. As it struggled to free itself, it would become covered in sap. Once the insect was covered in sap, it would die and remain stuck to the branch until something caused it to fall off. It would fall to the swampy water below. Once it landed on the bottom of the swamp, it would be covered by rocks. Millions of years later, after being eroded by the ocean, it washes up to shore and is found by a paleontologist. Another way a fossil is formed is when a prehistoric leaf falls on a sedimentary rock. Over time, the leaf decomposes, leaving behind a carbon imprint on the rock. The final way a fossil would be formed was when a dinosaur would walk through a prehistoric swamp. He would leave behind a muddy footprint which over time would harden and fill with dust and debris. Millions of years later, using a special tool, a paleontologist removes the rocks from the footprint. Left behind is a perfect footprint that we can use to see what dinosaurs' feet looked like. Maybe someday when you're walking through the swamp, you'll leave behind a footprint that people will use to see what your foot looked like.